Warren Buffett just released a public statement saying, freak the F out and panic sell everything right now. It is effing over. The internet never lies. I heard Benjamin Franklin say that. And because of this, you need to go panic sell everything out of your portfolio today, no matter what, period, full stop. Or you could act like a fund manager, like myself and like Joe, and actually have a plan. And on that plan today, we do have exit signals for one plan and entry signals on another plan, interestingly enough. We're also going to cover the backtested data that, interestingly enough, mirrors what's happening right now in our trading plan. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also very excited for everybody who's watching live, because there's going to be a great grand giveaway, and you have to put hashtag outlier in the chat in order to be entered. So do that right now as Joe and I get started. Joe, welcome to the invitation only live stream. I'm glad you're here, my friend. This is where we save time, make money, and start winning with less risk. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. So on these plans, I just teased this a moment ago, we're getting out of one plan and getting into another. What are those plans? Now listen, if you want normal returns, this is not the place for you. But if you want outlier returns, now you're in the right place. So these two plans we have been iced out of for a minute, right? Plans M and plans A strategically, we have been out of for a minute. In fact, what I want to do is I want to pop open the S&P 500 map and look over the last week or so, 1 week performance. Let's see. I mean, the big names, the ones that are actually going to drive the market, they're pretty blood red, right? Outside of the big names, not so red. But when you have a concentration of stocks, right? The S&P is market cap weighted. So NVIDIA going down 7% is going to have a huge outsized impact versus Parker Hannifin Corp going up 9.78%. So because of that, right, we have no control over this. And I was using this analogy the other day, is that when you get into a trade, you have full control of where you get in. You have full control of where you get out. You have full control of where you get in with what size. What you can't control is what the market is going to do when you're in there. And it's kind of like going into the ocean. I thought it was a really good analogy once I started thinking more about it, right? Because let's say that I want to go swimming in the ocean, right? I brought my friend Joe with me, right? That's the size of 2. So we chose when to get in. Joe and I are swimming around, right? But what we can't control are the waves coming in and the waves going out. We can't control the jellyfish swimming around with us. We can't control the little things nipping at our toes. We can't control any of that. But we can control when we get out. Your trading should be the same way. And I don't ever want you to feel like you've lost control. If you've lost control, get out. Because you know when you're going to get in, you know where you're going to get out, and you know where you're getting in with that size. Now you're just along for the ride with the market. Now, for a lot of people, that can be scary. But when you have back-tested plans, like Plan ETF, which I'm going to show you this real quick. When you have plans like Plan ETF, you understand that there will be some times where it goes down. And there will be times where it goes up. And the frequency of ups to downs may, over time, lead to this sort of outcome. I have to say it like that because, past performance is no guarantee of future results. But this particular strategy has 1,140% backtest result in just 5 years. Now, what I was talking to Joe about just a minute ago, which kind of blew my mind, was on our first trade with Plan ETF, we made about 2%. On this particular trade on Plan ETF, my account at this very moment is down 2.8%. I mean, like nothing, right? And there's going to be people who are freaking out, like Warren Buffett's doing today, freaking out, losing their minds. My account has changed by this much. And if we add both those together, it's negligible. I'm nearly flat between the two. Now, Joe, what I found really interesting looking at the backtested data, when you look at a chart like this, it kind of gets obfuscated, big word of the day. Check this out. When we go to these particular back tests, lo and behold, the back test ran in September, a positive 2%. The back test ran in August, a negative 3%. Which boggles my mind, the fact that these previous 2 trades that we actually put on are almost mirror images of the final 2 trades in our big back test. Isn't that interesting, Joe?
That is wild. I'm glad you found that. What an interesting tidbit.
I know. I thought that was really interesting. Now, the trade before that, a positive 32%, basically 33% on your whole portfolio. Huge, huge moves. When Oh, no. I looked at the wrong column. I'm sorry. 2% gain, 3% loss, 59%. There we go. That was actually the column I was looking for. 59% gain. And that was a 97-day trade. A 97-day trade, and you ended up growing your account by basically 60%. And then you had a couple duds right after that. And we got to trade a couple duds right after that as well. Isn't that cool?
When we get one of those, I'm definitely changing my background to the money falling out of the sky.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we haven't even got to played. We haven't even got to trade plan M or A yet because the market's not been set up for us, right? And thankfully, we've had our plan so that this pullback, this right here, is basically going to do nothing to our accounts. Now, I know that there are some people who are crying and moaning, why didn't we get out at the top? Why didn't we get out? If I had only gotten out on this very toppest candle, then I never would have had this happen to me, Joe. This is the worst day of my life. Okay, do me a favor. Let me know when the top candles come through. All right, that would be wonderful. If you could tell me when the very tops are in, that would be a astounding thing. I would love to use that. But in the real world, that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You need to have a plan to get in and a plan to get out. And I'll plan ETF. We got that plan to get out today. We got a sell signal on the Qs today. Nothing else hit except this sell signal. And because of that, Joe, what do you think that I'm going to do today?
I predict you may be following your plan and selling based on that sell signal that came in.
But Joe, I don't really want to sell. I would rather hold on to it, right? Because, I mean, Joe, like, this is my acting skills. Joe, I mean, it should go right back to where it was, right? It should do that, right?
Well, someday, but is that tomorrow or is it next year?
Well, my profit target, Joe, was 640 on the Qs. My profit target was 640 on the Qs, right? So shouldn't I hold on to it until I get back to 640?
Oof. If you hold on to it and it takes a year to get there, you lost the opportunity to trade anything else in that entire time.
But 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 Joe, isn't it normal? Isn't it normal to feel like that? Feel
Yeah,
this helpless feeling of I don't want to take a loss.
yeah, it is normal, but you see, we're not normal. We're outliers. We're fund managers.
I think Laurent has a great point right there. I actually heard Laurel on a different thing I was watching the other day, and I was like, "Oh, is that how you say it, Laurel?" Super fancy. There's no way I could go for that. It's Laurent Boudrout when you're in Texas. In the meantime, that's how it's going to be said. Sorry, dude. The market doesn't give two monkey donkeys of your price target. Not going to happen. I agree with you, Laurent. It's just never going to happen. Never going to happen. And if you don't take this, you will get, and it doesn't mean that it'll happen this time. Doesn't mean it'll happen this time, but there will be a time where if you don't take this, you will get in a situation where you hope and pray that it turns around, like I was acting just a moment ago, and you get absolutely monkey hammered. We're going to do it. You get absolutely monkey hammered. Now, I don't want that to happen to you or me or Joe or anyone else. So we need to follow the plan. That's the point of having the plan, is to know when you get the signal to act, whether it's open, close, or sit on your hands. In the meantime, Joe, let's get busy. Let's get busy. So I need to close my TQQQ trades, and we're going to do it here first in the Outlier fund over here. So we're going to trade, close at market, doesn't really matter. And we are out. Now, this has delayed quotes on it. So fill price says 105.19. Let me go actually close in my real accounts, close position, sell full at market. Joe, I'm out at 104.62.
Okay.
That's the first account. Let me close the second account at market. 104.59. Call it 104.62. I'm out. I'm 100% in cash at this very moment, like cash. Now we need to go buy SGov. What is this SGov thing? So SGov is our vehicle for trading when there are no trades to be made. So we're getting completely out of plan ETF because we got the sell signal, and we're getting, now you do you, I don't care what size you put in. I'm putting in position size of full account into plan sit and cash and don't F up when no other plans fit. Now, the reason that I'm going into SGov instead of just sitting in cash is because SGov actually pays essentially daily interest. So let's go look at what this looks like. So what it does is every day SGov goes up in value. That is essentially your interest being paid into your account on a daily basis, and then it will reset every month, and it'll pay you the dividend into your account. Now it goes down like this because that's how much the dividend was. The amount that it went up is the amount that it goes down because of the dividend, and it'll show up as cash into your account. What I like to do, thanks to Dave in our alpha group, he pointed out that you can sell it on the last day, buy it back on the first day, and you get an immediate access to that cash immediately. You don't have to wait the 5 to 7 days for it to be deposited. So you actually can buy more before it even starts going back up. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go buy SGov right now in the Outlier fund, SGov. And then I'm going to do the same in my actual funds, SGov. Oh, we need to see how much. So we need our handy dandy calculator over here. So our portfolio account view. So this account has 95,704.22. Now we divide that by the current price of SGov, which is 100.45. Gives us 952 shares. So all you got to do is come over here, 952. Wait a minute. Where's my... Yeah, that's got to be it. 952. Order type, market, because we're going to get filled right away. And should fill. Oh, I don't want options. Sorry. I knew that didn't look right. There we go. I was like, what is this multiplier thing? No. Right there. Quantity. Okay. 952. All right. Buy at market. There we go. Okay. So we're filled 100.46. Let me go do this in my actual account. Give me a moment, please, to calculate this in my actual account. And current price is 100.46. Okay. Trading, not TQQQ, SGov. And I'm buying at market. And filled at 100.46. Okay. That was account number 1. Let me do it for account number 2 real quick. Okay. Buying at market in second account. Boom, done. Joe, I'm done trading for the day. I know that took a minute, but now we're done. Totally done. Easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. Go ahead.
It definitely takes me a little bit longer than it does you. Look at your experience. But I'm like 8 seconds from being done. So it is fast.
Dude, when you know what to do, it's not complicated. It's not scary. Right? When you are a fund manager, when you treat your account like a fund manager instead of people who YOLO into one thing or another, you get in when you have your signal, you get out when you have your signal. You might have to calculate your position size, and that's about it. That's about it. Right? It's not scary, and if it's exciting, you're doing it wrong. Doing it
That's
wrong.
right.
The Joker has a great question. Why not buy SQ? Not. That is 100% up to you. It's so easy, even a monkey can do it. But to go back to this, why not buy SQs? So SQs is inverse ETF on QQQ. Can you do that? By all means, dude. If that's in your plan, do it. It's not in my plan, so I'm not going to do it. Does that make sense? At some point, we will have short signals in Outlier, but they don't exist yet. They're in R&D, and I don't know when it's going to be. But all you got to do is follow the plan. All you got to do is follow your plan. Stocky Locky says, wow, happy I stuck to my plan with zero stress. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it crazy when you actually act like a fund manager? You know where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out, and there's no stress associated with this. Like, it's really cool to see people have those realizations. So it's like light bulb moments where it's like, wow, it doesn't have to be scary. Wow, it doesn't have to be complicated, right? You just got to know where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out. I don't know why Nathan's calling upon Jesus about SQs, but Nathan's doing it. Paul Dennison of the Deep, he did buy SQs today. You know, that's Paul's plan. By all means, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. By the new signal. That's what it was. Thank you, skinny buff guy. You reminded me. We got a new rule. We have a new rule today. I'm writing this down so I don't forget this the second time. We have a new rule today in our trading plan, which I'm actually really excited about. Do you know what it is, Joe?
I do not know. I'm excited. I'm going to learn with everybody else what this signal is.
We have a new rule. Now, I was looking at this back test earlier. And for those of you who watched the morning live stream, you may have seen me be like, wait a minute. The plan M, let's go to plan M. The plan M back test. This was something I asked Scott to put together when we were working on these back tests. I was like, Scott, give me like an average move up in ATRs, an average move down, and then give me like the total move, what it actually ends up being. So what this shows is the winners on plan M, the average drawdown. So at any point in time, the average drawdown on a winning trade was half an ATR, right? So imagine there's, on average, a 0.4 ATR pullback at any one point in time from the trade entry. This is on a winning trade. And the max average, how much it moved up during the trade, was on average 3 ATRs. Give me a freaking break. I'm so stoked about this. The average up move was 3 ATRs. That's unbelievable. And the average end was 2.2 ATRs. Joe, by the time you roll it a third time, you might have a completely free trade.
Can you imagine? That'd be fantastic. Be like one of these outliers that rolled gold like 70 times or whatever it is.
I know. So then I was looking at the losers. So the average down move on a losing trade is only 1.5, 1.5 ATRs. But what I did see was the average up move. So at any point in time during the trade, the average up move of a losing trade was 0.6 ATR. And I was like, wait a minute here. What if we roll every trade regardless? We don't know what the outcome will be at this point, obviously. We don't know if it's going to be a winner or a loser at the time we do this. But we roll every trade when it goes up the first ATR. I'm sorry, the first half ATR. And by doing so, we are reducing risk. We're taking capital out of the trade that we can trade with something else. And we keep the trade alive. I was like, you know what? Even if it's a losing trade, that means the losers will be smaller. And if it's a winning trade, that means we'll have less risk into the trade to watch it run. We already get our profits even faster. And Scott, I texted him real quick and I'm like, Scott, correct me if I'm wrong. What do you think of this rule? He's like, I told you this months ago. You didn't listen. I love smart people, Joe. It's one of my favorite things in life. I love smart people. And it was just really funny when he's like, I told you this months ago. We should roll sooner. Like, all right.
I think Mark said that about active signals one time too.
Shut up.
Don't listen.
Shut up, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about. So to Stocky Locky's point, it's not every half ATR because that would be overwhelming. The rule that it's going to be is the first half ATR. In fact, let me write this out because I need to update the slides. We'll do it later on. The first ATR. Let me do insert word art. Let me go with like an obnoxious word art. There we go. So first half ATR gets a roll. Every one ATR after that point gets rolled.
With one caveat.
Yeah.
You have to get a credit. You don't want to roll with a debit.
Yes. Yeah, of course. You can't roll for a debit. If you're rolling for a debit, you've done it wrong. So I'm going to put this right here, move this up a little bit, move this up a bit. And at the first ATR, first half ATR gets a roll. Every one ATR after that point gets rolled, all measured from the original entry point. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, for our new folks, I'm sure that's really kind of out there, right? So we'll definitely go through that as we go through these videos moving further.
Oh, yeah. Greg has a good question. Would an exit alert at 0.75 ATR be good? Honestly, if you're doing that, you're kneecapping yourself, I think is the right way to say it. Because, for example, the average winner there, Greg, has 3 ATR up moves. So if you took it off at 0.75, you're missing a lot of gains. A lot of gains. So no, and I'm glad you asked this question. That's what I was trying to get here. So half ATR from original, then 1.5 and 2.5. No. It's half, and then 1, and then 2, and then 3, as it always was. But now we're adding an extra roll at the half. Greg, don't apologize. What I want everybody to do in the chat is say, Greg, you're a rock star. I don't want you to ever feel about that, Greg. You are amazing. Greg, I love you so much. Greg is a rock star. Because that was a great question, Greg. You're awesome. Don't stress about it.
And let's also point out that if you can't get a credit, you can't get a bid-ask spread that fits where you need it to be. You can't get somewhere in the 80 deltas. If there's any reason that you wouldn't roll, then you probably shouldn't be rolling, right? You don't want to cut yourself off just because of this little tweak. You don't want to cut yourself off for your knees.
Yeah, totally. 100%. Absolutely. Matt Barnes, Houston realtor as well as fund manager. I love that he added that to his profile. Is that half ATR? Here we go. I got it. Matt, unfortunately, you, my friend, you get a voice. I didn't mean to, but it came out. Is that half ATR roll after you close or during the trading day? Thank you, Chris. Well, Matt, I got you, my bro. It's always at the close. I mean, you can roll it anytime you feel up to it. But these back tests are based on close of day price data. Close of day price data. Mo says, my broker doesn't let me roll. Time for a new broker. I hate to say it.
Mo, I was in that situation with a broker as well, and I had to sell to close and then buy to open. So every time you do it, you get a little extra slippage, and it's such a pain.
Joe, I nearly spit out my coffee that's in my Guinness cup.
Oh no. Is it hot?
No. It's iced coffee. Look at these Guinness cups. I love these so much. It makes me like happy on the inside. One of my things is that Houston is the armpit of Texas, and Matt definitely said the realtor for the armpit of America. For those of you not from Texas, there's Dallas people, Houston people, and Austin people. Austin people and San Antonio people go together. The Dallas people don't like the Houston people. The Houston people don't like the Austin people. The Austin people don't like the Dallas people. It's a thing. But yeah, that was really funny. Well done, Matt. I like you. You're the one Houston person that I like. How's that sound? Okay, so cool. We talked about the new rule. We've already bought SGov. We talked about the back testing. You know what's left on my list of things to do, Joe?
What?
All kinds of giveaways.
We're gonna give away stuff. I love
all kinds of giveaways.
I love
all kinds of giveaways. Now we're gonna give away all kinds of great stuff, but you need to put #Outlier in the chat. Mark, you know what, Mark? We're good friends, and Justin, we're good friends too. Ryan, that's more of an East Texas accent, not Houston. Yeah, I know. Either way, I love you guys. You guys are so funny. It's all for funds. It's all for funds. Give us some goodies. Well, I would love to, Plumber Fred, but you got to put #Outlier in the chat. Listen, put #Outlier in the chat right now, just in case you aren't sure if you did it or maybe you spelled it wrong. Go ahead and light it up one last time. You know where else I saw #Outlier, Joe? Where? Over on the YouTube Pull the Crown channel.
Ooh, yeah.
I saw that we had lots of people go and support our brand new podcast that we're sponsoring. called Pull the Crown. On this particular episode, our very first sponsored episode, I'm going to pop this open for a moment. Oh, look at that. They're promoting Outlier at this very spot that I clicked on. How about that? But I also saw lots of hashtag outliers in the chat. That was really, really cool. Now, we don't have to do this on every episode they air, but I thought it was, hey, there's Mahesh. I thought it was really, really good that we showed them some love and let them know that we support them supporting us. Hey, there's me. That was fun watching Julian geek out. And then when Chris's face glazed over like a donut, LOL. So that's Julian, and the other guy, the one with the beard, his name is Chris. Both great guys. I'm super excited that we're partnering with them, and I'm really proud of you all for going through and just absolutely spamming the mess out of hashtag outlier. I think they appreciated that as well. So how about we just give away something right now? Joe, you good for that?
I'm good for it, as long as we don't forget to mention that we spammed another chat this week as well.
We did?
We did.
What did we spam?
Did.
I don't remember this.
We were in the Tradier stream.
Oh, that's right.
And we took it over.
We did. We
Yeah.
dominated. Not only did you guys dominate the chat, Joe dominated their quiz and won $2,000. Joe the rock star over here. And then yours truly came on, and he's had like 2,500 videos of practice and showed them how it's done to make a presentation. And we got some really good emails back from Tradier. They were like, holy crap, you guys like dominated this. And we're like, yeah, I know, because we're not normal. We're not normal, Joe. We're not normal.
We also have a not normal outlier in Eric Carr, who took 3rd place on the podium as well.
That is so sick. That is so sick. So it's a great week to be an outlier. Even though our trade didn't work out, it's still a great week to be an outlier. And you know, it's going to be a great week for our first winner. Who's this going to be? Oh, don't worry. I haven't forgot about the weekly winner circle. I just want to give something away now.
Nice. There's Eric. I just saw him.
Rice Dude. All right, Joe, you know, this is my favorite time when I see usernames, because, you know, at first it wasn't Rice Dude in my mind. It was Riceed Ood. Okay. Rye said Uday. Reseed. I know too much about receding. Reseed Uncle. No. Oh, I mean, that kind of looks like a C and an L. So Recede Uncle gets the first. Oh, we got an ad for Squarespace, Joe. This is gonna be great. All right. Recede Uncle. Rick Ed UD. Rye said Uday. This is just, it's so fun to me when I see these names. It's Rice Dude. No, I get it. Let's do this. Let's see what Rice Dude, Ricky Dude. Let's see what Ricky Dude has won. Ricky Dude has won. What the freaking FOMO fever? No, I swear to all things good, Joe, I clicked the merch button. It switched on me. Let's go back over here. When we saw that ad, that's what it did.
I love Fridays.
Fridays are the best. Oh, Rice Dude, Ricky Dude, Rick Daddy. He won an Outlier University hat. Let me start this real quick to April. All right, so Rice Dude wins OVTLYR hat. Hang on, my screenshot didn't come through. Did I take a screenshot? Hold tight. Professional YouTuber at work here. And there we go. Ricky Dude is the first winner today. And let's see. You know what? Let's actually go over to the weekly winner circle now. Now, the weekly winner circle. Did someone say Outlier? Someone did say Outlier U. That's a great point.
Are you ready? Let's go!
Respect is earned. Respect is never given.
That's not going to get old, Joe. Anytime people mention Outlier U, oh, it's coming. 18 seconds of glory.
But what is Outlier U?
Well, Outlier U starts next Tuesday and Thursday for the Bravo class. You, my friend, should know all about Outlier U. You were in the Alpha class. Why don't you tell us about it?
I sure was. Whoops, wrong side. Outlier U. Outlier University. That's where you get to watch everyday, average, ordinary people learn how to trade, learn how to have a foundation underneath them to be in the seat for profitability to kick in. And it costs exactly zero, just your attention, unless you want to watch it live, in which case, subscribe to Outlier like the rest of us. And
Right.
then you'll get the live stream links in Discord.
That's right. So it will be part of the invitation only live streams in the afternoon. Now, this is invitation only to all the members of Outlier. However, 9 individuals, 5 gentlemen, and 2 girls are going to be live in class with us, and they're going to learn so much, and it's going to be amazing, and we're going to change lives. Like, Joe, don't blow smoke up my backside. Did we change your life with Outlier University?
Oh, definitely. And I made some amazing friendships, people that I still talk to every single day. And their approach is just slightly different than mine. So I get to see all these varied ways to be successful at trading. It's fantastic.
Well, Joe, I'm really glad that you're a part of it. I've also made some great friends in the Outlier University Alpha class, and I'm stoked that we have the Bravo class starting next week. Now, these individuals were actually handpicked by the Alpha class. They showed some great gumption, great grit over in the Discord, and the Alpha class actually put this list together for me, and I'm very excited to have them be in class next week. So be sure you tune in and watch live, because that way you can still answer the questions, or get as much as you need, and I can answer your questions. What I was trying to say here. And we are going to share. We give away one prize for every 20 people, and there are 22 right here. So it means we're going to give away 2 prizes in addition to at least one more winner when you put hashtag Outlier in the chat. Okay, at least one more winner. Now let's read a couple of these. By the way, a few people on here we've seen before, like Dave, Random Guy, El Toro, Brian Rules, Juan Pipo, Senior Wahoo. He's one of the not beta class, Bravo class. So let's see, Captain Ravioli. Let's see what these people had to say. So the way to enter this is in our Discord. You just go to the share your big win section. Tell us how you use Outlier this week, right? It doesn't have to be giant wins. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Just let us know how you're using Outlier. That's what we're looking for. Rui says he bought the Palantir call on the 27th and sold today for a 43% gain. That's not normal. That's not normal at all, Joe. Thanks to the Outlier and all the team, and thanks for all the knowledge you share. You are super welcome. I'll throw a couple emojis at you, my friend. You are super welcome, Rui. How about Sonny Nelson, aka Aussie Kiwi Dave? Let's see what Aussie Kiwi Dave said. First trade and plan ETF. He made 10%. Way to go. Clearly, he sold at the top. Outstanding work. I'm very, very proud of you. And let's go to Beach Bummer. Let's see what Beach Bummer said. Beach Bummer said, still my free trial. Oh, here we go. This sounds good. Still my free trial, and it's been a profitable ride. He bought the Amazon 220 calls deep in the money. That's what I'm talking about. When I received the buy signal, I actually had no idea Amazon had earnings. Well, that was lucky. That was super lucky to trade through those big earnings. Then they had blowout earnings, and I sold today with the biggest one-day profit for me ever in 7 years of trading. The biggest one-day profit for him in 7 years of trading, Joe. That doesn't sound normal to me.
That is not normal at all. That's amazing.
That's not normal in the least. Outstanding work, Beach Bummer. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations to you for that. Throws a couple emojis at you. And all of you, ladies and gentlemen, deserve all the praise for being outliers, changing lives. Now, Joe, we're going to go to my favorite website. Do you know what that is?
Is it random.org?
It's random.org. The most random guy on the internet goes to random.org far too often. And it's going to generate a random number of 13. Lucky 13 goes to Juan Pipo. Juan Pipo is our first winner. Let's see what Juan Pipo won. Let's see on the wheel of merch what Juan Pipo has won.
Sweatshirt.
Let's see. An Outlier University t-shirt. Oh, snap. If only if he were in Outlier University, that would make it even better. Juan Pipo. Wait. I got a professional YouTuber over here. Got to do it over here. So, nope, not there. Here. So April can send that to you. Outlier U shirt. Outstanding. Let's do one more random giveaway. And we're going to do one more in the chat, but you got to type hashtag outlier to do it. Number 16 is, I got to close some tabs, Joe. This is all over the place. Number 16 is the anticipation. Stevie D. Stevie D. Stevie is a frequent live stream watcher. So Stevie, congratulations. Let's see what Stevie's won. Let's see what Stevie's won. It's getting cold. Those hoodies are going to be great. But he's going to get Outlier, a $10 Outlier merch credit. So a $10 merch credit may not sound like much, but what's great about it is we have priced everything at the very possible lowest price. And you actually can get multiple things for $10. I know it sounds crazy, but our goal is not to make money for merch. Our goal is to give away as much merch as possible. That way you guys can share the word and how we are changing lives over here at Outlier. That's the plan. That's the plan. Let's give away one more. What do you think, Joe?
I think we should.
You know what? If Justin wins, he doesn't get it. I'm calling it right now. He decided to leave the live stream early. He gets nothing. You know what's happening. He
Look
gets
who came
nothing.
to visit.
Is it Kitty?
It's Kitty.
Hang on. Kitty's here. Kitty, I want you to pay attention. This is a very important announcement for Justin, since he decided to leave early. This is specifically for Justin. Nobody else will this apply to. Only Justin.
They're black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Sorry, Justin. How dare you leave during the middle of a live stream? You need to get your priorities straight, my friend. How dare you? Now, the best thing, Joe, would be is if he actually won. That would be so freaking sick, because I would definitely hold myself to it. All right, let's see. I saw his avatar fly up. Kind of hoping it's him now. JPP! You know JPP, yeah, you know me. You know JPP, yeah, you know me. JPP, final winner of the day. Let's see what JPP has won. Let's see. We need to get him a new hat. We need to replace that hat with an Outlier hat.
Yeah, there
Let's
you go.
see. Let's see.
Come on, flag hat.
Come on, flag hat. You down with JPP? Yeah, you know me. Sit and cash and don't F up koozie. Listen, on a long weekend where you're just enjoying your Guinness or whatever else you're drinking, a sit and cash and don't F up koozie. That sounds real good. So sit and cash and don't F up koozie. Joe, that reminds me.
What?
I need to make a set change. I need to change the set real quick and pull down the sit and cash and don't F up sign and put it somewhere behind me where it's very obvious. How about right here? Because we're now on sit and cash and don't F up mode. Right. It is on purpose that we do this. It is on purpose that we tell you to be aggressive when things are working and to be defensive when things are not. Right. Now, listen, everything that you see, right? All the trades, all the software, all the fun, all the community is literally 82 cents a day. We try and give you the very best experience possible because we want you to be successful in the market, Joe. And if somebody were looking to save time, make money, and start winning with less risk, what do you think they should do?
I think they should subscribe to Outlier, learn what effortless trading is like. And they can look at some of these videos here and learn more about Outlier.
Oh, that's a great idea, Joe. Have a fantastic day, and we will definitely talk soon.